said, "Soft butt that breaks wind by yonder light." Yeah, regular Leonardo DiCaprio, ain't I? I know, more like a Shilliam Watner. Yeah, I know. I just buried the needle on the geekometer. Greetings.
Oh,
Wham!
you're slap on,
Just look around. It's a Renaissance festival. But for one bucket of green body paint, this would be a science fiction convention. Oh, you have no idea. It is not even unusual for me to be standing on a Renaissance festival stage, look out, and all of a sudden, I got a back row full of Klingons. One time, half a dozen Klingons, half a dozen Star Wars stormtroopers hanging around together. Yeah, having a little intra-genre mixer. And one of the stormtroopers was wearing a kilt. Obviously, it was Celtic weekend. It did, however, allow me to use my favorite line, "These aren't the druids you're looking for." Okay, suckle your beat belts, fanboys and girls. Ah, the Renaissance Festival. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Last spring in Texas, right in the front row, 11 Doctors Who. Oh, and boy, were they annoying. They kept yelling out, "Look, look, we're in chronological order." I told another group that, about the 11 Doctors Who, 5 people whip out sonic screwdrivers. And I tell you what, when you don't know what they are and they light up and buzz, it's really disturbing. Even now, as we speak, there are people out there at picnic tables rolling dice to figure out what accent to use. The lady's a regular at my shows. She carries a 20-sided die in her car at all times, so in case she has a flat, she can just pull over and roll for damage. Told a group in New York that kid jumps out of his seat, shakes his fist at me. "No, no, D20s aren't for damage." And I am absolutely appalled at how few people I'm going to have to explain that to. I swear, I am going to go to a science fiction convention dressed as Willy Loman from Death of a Salesman. Figure that one out.
You look slow. What does that mean? Wait, I don't get it.
Alright, I'm off on a tangent. Okay, Ransom Romeo, he's got more lines than I know some of them. Is the teast and Suliat is the Jun, arise, ser fun, moon that envious maid. That's one way to get her attention. Pressed ham on glass. See how she cheens a leak on her pan. Oh, to be a hub upon that gland. Oh. I never know what to do with my hands after that one. Kind of feel like an ex-congressman. Tell you what, we'll hump a Jed. Well, truthful William, she's got some famous farts too. Now, she's banding on her stalcony, hinking hard. Her nipsy flighty is brapping in the fleas. Which is what comes from all that breaking wind by under lights. She doesn't know that her Lutra of a Ransom Homeo is out beating in her wishes. Probably a good thing. So, she books out from her balcony and she says, "Morio, Morio, where or fuck the Morio?" And knows by any other rain would swell his meat. www.naughtyjuliet.com. She says, "Deny thy daughter, swore fair my thother." Okay, basically what she's saying. Ransom Homeo, if you had a different day or a different family, we could get together and and pinch the dokey hokey. Well, wrong Yomeo worder herds, he banged from her bushes. He yells out, "I shall wake thee at thy turd." She says, "What's biting in my bushes? You're so good at taking pumps and a piston trigger, you piss in your luster. You heave my louse or I shall cop the calls." But then he leapt into the stite, and she flew his nace. He bind up her balcony. Now there's a euphemism for you. When I was a teenager, we called it storming the Bastille. Vive la France. I see London. Anyway. They duked, leap into each other's thighs. And he lisped her tender tips. Both of them. There's two there. See, under the fuzz. Oh no. They sucked face. Let's take a little pause. Right there. If you've seen my shows before, you know that there are landmines in just about every story I do, yes? Yeah. All right, there are certain works of literature one does not touch in spoonerisms. I believe the class already knows about Robin Hood, am I right?
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck. Friar Tuck, very good. Friar Tuck is merely the bit of the ice turd.
Stephanie just got it.
The story of Robin Hood alone, we also have Snuck Up in the Forest. Locked Up in the Castle. That'll keep you busy for a while. Moving along. We don't do Tom Sawyer. Who's got it? Anyone? Tom Sawyer?
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn, excellent. 10 points for Gryffindor. Oh, I have a very good idea of who it is that comes to see me. People who have actually read books. You are, oh good, you're taking that as a compliment, good. It was meant that way. And the only reason I even say anything about it is about 5, 6 years ago, I had an entire audience get mad at me for that one. We have not! Really explains a lot about Texas. Next line out of this guy's mouth, we saw the movies! Oh yeah, and for me, the embarrassing part is that it took me about 3 years to come up with a retort for that, and I admit it, I read it off a bumper sticker. Best bumper sticker ever, it said, never judge a book by its movie. Don't play, it was a bumper sticker, I can't take any kind of credit for that at all. Favorite t-shirt, saw it here. Haikus are easy, sometimes they don't make sense, refrigerator. Every little kid who's had to write a haiku loves that one. All right, moving on. We don't do